Well, hello there. I haven't uploaded anything for a long time, so yeah, I've been going through a lot of mental health issues as well. Um, yeah, and one thing that's been a help to me that I've found comfort in is um, listening to Christians talk about the Bible. Um, and I've started going to church again because my ex was kind of like quite anti-church in the end, even though she had tried to go for a bit at the start of our relationship. Um, yeah, and she broke up with me back in April, so 4 months ago, basically. Um, and yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. um, but I've been keeping going as much as I can. I've started an accountancy course and I've passed my first module, so that's really good. Um, I've been going back to church, um, like every 2 weeks, going to two different churches. So I go to my parents every 2 weeks, so I go to their church. And my sister and brother-in-law were leading the worship a couple of weeks ago, and it was amazing. Um, and I just felt an outpouring of lots of things, like emotions that I'd held back from myself. Um, and from other people, and yeah, it was an intense worship session. um, and then I go to my local church that I was going to before my last relationship. Um, and so I've been going back there, and there was another intense worship session as well, where where I had another outpouring of more emotions that I don't know why, but I keep them bottled up. I don't want to. It's just the way my brain, body, heart does things. Um, like me being dyslexic means that I uh, don't consciously know what emotions I'm feeling. Yeah, yeah, and I've started going to board and card game nights as well, which has been really, really, really cool. Because there's so many different games available, and that I've been learning to play, um, and that I want to play as well. And I've been thinking about getting into Dungeons and Dragons, um, and I've made a few characters on that on D&D Beyond, um, and I had started a campaign, like one of the basic starter campaigns, online with some people in America and like mainland Europe as well. But the DM had to pause our sessions because of a family emergency. So kind of on hiatus at the moment. Yeah. So I'm looking for D&D groups that will welcome a complete beginner. Yeah. So onto the what I'm doing with rediscovering my faith and that kind of side of things, my faith, my spirituality. I've been reading Word for Today kind of on and off for quite a few years. There have been some amazing things written in that over the years, things that I need to catch up on and reread as well. But one thing that I've never done is reading the Bible in a year. I'm not very good at reading because I tend to fall asleep if I'm not walking around or reading out loud. Yeah. Whenever I get a big wordy section to read in any of my studies, I have to either carry it around and wave my arms and at the same time as reading it out loud, or imagine that I'm cycling at the same time, which I should actually do with getting an exercise bike, perhaps. So I'm going to be recording all of the bits of the Bible that I'm reading. It will be 5 days a week that I read the Bible, and I'm using the 5-day Bible reading program by Lower Light Publications, which I found on the internet. Anyone can find, and it's a free download and free printout that you can get, and it means that if I miss one or two, I can just catch up on the weekend. Hopefully. So yeah, I'll stop this recording, and every section of the reading that I do will be a video. I think so, yeah. So some days they could be 2 videos, there could be 3 videos, there could be 4 videos, depending on what sections and chapters and verses I'm reading. So yeah, that'll be fun. Right, so I'll see you in the next one.